Making headlines, India expresses its readiness to extend financial assistance to the Maldives. Foreign Minister affirms that the current economic challenges facing the Maldives are temporary and do not necessitate assistance from the International Monetary Fund. And the Economic Minister announces that efforts are underway to open a branch of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China in the Maldives. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to PSMNEWS in English with me, Udma Mahmoud. India expresses its readiness to extend financial assistance to the Maldives, according to a recent statement from an Indian official. This support could be pivotal as the Maldives navigates its current economic challenges. Indian media reports indicate that the Maldives may access up to $400 million through the Reserve Bank of India's currency swap program. Additionally, the Maldives could tap into an $800 million line of credit established in 2019, although specific details on this funding have not yet been disclosed by the Indian government. Despite facing significant financial hurdles, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz and his administration are proactively seeking external support. The Maldives Ministry of Finance has been working diligently to secure financial aid from allied nations and international financial institutions while fostering strong relationships with investors to bolster the country's economic stability. The President's office has disclosed that President Muiz is expected to visit India soon. Indian media report says that the trip will see discussions on financial assistance as a key agenda item. The planned visit underscores the Maldives' commitment to strengthening bilateral ties with India. Both nations are working to enhance their cooperative relationship with a focus on economic collaboration and mutual support. In June 2024, President Muiz traveled to India at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers of the Government of India. As the Maldives continues to navigate its financial landscape, the prospective assistance from India could provide significant relief and support the country's ongoing efforts to stabilize and grow its economy. Minister of Foreign Affairs Musa Zamir affirms that the current economic challenges facing the Maldives are temporary and do not necessitate assistance from the International Monetary Fund (IMF). Speaking to the media during his visit to Sri Lanka, Mr. Zamir expressed confidence in the resilience of the Maldivian economy. Accompanied by the Minister of Finance, Dr. Muhammad Shafiq, Zamir is in Sri Lanka to engage with banks and officials as part of a broader diplomatic and economic outreach. The Foreign Minister emphasized that the economic situation, characterized by a temporary decline in reserves, is manageable without external financial intervention. Zamir stated that he does not believe it is time to start working with the IMF and noted that the country is facing a temporary problem related to a decline in reserves. He underscored that international partners continue to prioritize support for the Maldives, reflecting a positive outlook despite current challenges. Minister Zamir outlined the government's strategy to address the economic situation, which includes implementing reforms in the tax regime and cost-cutting measures for government-owned enterprises. He also highlighted the strengthening of bilateral relations with China and India, noting that these countries have been instrumental in supporting the Maldives. Recent data shows an improvement in the Maldives' financial reserves. Usable reserves increased to $61 million in August, up from $45 million in July, a 36% rise. This growth is part of the government's ongoing efforts to stabilize and enhance the country's economic standing. Overall, the Maldivian government remains optimistic about managing the current economic situation without external assistance, focusing instead on internal reforms and international partnerships to foster stability and growth. Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammad Saeed announces that efforts are underway to open a branch of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China ICBC in the Maldives. He made the statement during an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS following the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between the Maldives and the People's Bank of China PBOC to facilitate current account transactions in both nations' currencies. Minister Said noted that President Dr. Mohammad Muiz, during his official visit to China in January this year, signed several trade and development agreements with the country. He said that these include the Blue Economy Cooperation Agreement, the Digital Sector Development Agreement, and the Belt and Road Cooperation Agreement. He added that numerous discussions have taken place to strengthen trade ties, including the establishment of an ICBC branch, with talks currently ongoing to realize this goal. Additionally, Minister Said highlighted that although the Maldives signed a free trade agreement FTA with China in 2017, its implementation was delayed by the previous government. He, however, said President Dr. Muiz has brought the FTA into effect this year. The agreement will be fully operational once both countries finalize the terms. China currently imports approximately $700 million worth of goods to the Maldives annually. Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammad Saeed has committed to advancing opportunities for small and medium enterprises SMEs in Ado City. This pledge came during a recent meeting with local businessmen where Said discussed strategies to address their challenges and foster business growth. The meeting, held with the objective of identifying key obstacles and potential solutions for Ado City's entrepreneurs, centered on enhancing business development and expediting governmental projects in the area. According to the Ministry of Economic Development, the session provided valuable insights into the government's plans for Ado City and highlighted the significant contributions of local businesses to the Maldivian economy. Minister Said emphasized the vital role that Ado City's entrepreneurs play in the national economy and reassured them of his commitment to supporting their endeavors. He outlined the government's strategy to complete ongoing projects in the city promptly, aiming to maximize the benefits for the local populace. During the discussion, the minister acknowledged the diverse range of businesses operating in Ado City and pledged to implement crucial measures to increase opportunities for SMEs. This includes examining and amending existing laws to better facilitate business growth and remove impediments. Accompanying Minister Said at the meeting was Ibrahim Fisel, the Managing Director of the Business Center Corporation. Both the Economic Ministry and the Business Center Corporation are collaborating to enhance the role of SMEs in the Maldivian economy, reflecting a broader commitment to economic development. The proactive stance taken by Minister Said underscores the government's dedication to nurturing the entrepreneurial spirit in Ado City and ensuring a conducive environment for business success. Minister of Tourism Ibrahim Fisel states that the introduction of bilateral currency transactions between the Maldives and China will lead to a significant increase in Chinese tourists visiting the Maldives. The Maldives and the People's Bank of China PBOC have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU to facilitate current account transactions and direct investments in their respective currencies. This agreement is expected to reduce reliance on the US dollar and strengthen the Maldivian rupiah. In a social media post, Minister Fisel highlighted that China is the Maldives' largest source of tourists and that many tourism-related trade deals are conducted with China. He emphasized that the use of both currencies will further boost tourist numbers and greatly benefit the entire tourism sector. The latest statistics released by the Ministry of Tourism shows that tourist arrivals in the Maldives have reached 1.4 million this year, with China contributing the largest share. So far, 204,832 Chinese tourists have visited the Maldives. Allied Aviation is seeking general cargo sales agents, GSAs, to help launch Maldivian flights to China. The national airline, Maldivian, is expanding its network and looking for agents to advertise and promote the Maldives, while also coordinating marketing activities with local stakeholders. The GSA agreement will be in place for 3 years, and interested parties are encouraged to submit their expressions of interests (EOI) by the September 19. Allied Aviation is adding a wide-body Airbus A330-200 to its fleet. The state-of-the-art aircraft, featuring business class, premium economy and economy class seating, will accommodate a total of 264 passengers. The aircraft will facilitate direct flights to various international destinations, with its first routes launching to China in the first quarter of 2025. Currently, Maldivian Airlines operates international flights to Dhaka in Bangladesh, Trivandrum, Cochin and Bangalore in India, and Colombo in Sri Lanka. The Maldives Police Service (MPS) holds an information session to familiarize foreigners living in Hulumale with the laws and regulations of the Maldives. The MPS said that an awareness campaign was held at the JMC site in Hulumale, specifically targeting foreign workers. During the campaign, Hulumale neighborhood police officers shared important information about the legal requirements and regulations that foreigners working in the Maldives need to be aware of. Additionally, the MPS emphasized that the campaign offered guidance on personal safety and security measures, highlighting key areas of focus for workers. The information was provided on crime prevention, road safety, and traffic laws, with materials delivered in Hindi language for accessibility. The MPS said that a series of similar information programs are being conducted across the capital, Malé City, and other atolls to help foreign workers better understand the laws and regulations of the Maldives. The Ministry of Construction and Infrastructure opens for feedback for the proposed amendment to the Construction Industry Practitioners Regulation. The Ministry is seeking feedback on the 7th Amendment to the regulation issued under the Construction Act of the Maldives, which aims to address challenges currently faced in registering professionals. The Ministry also intends to conduct a comprehensive review of the entire regulation. The proposed amendment outlines the registration process for general professionals and introduces a procedure for temporary withdrawal from the registry upon voluntary request. Construction industry practitioners are encouraged to submit their comments or suggestions to the Construction Regulations and Standards section by September 25 via the Ministry's email. The Health Protection Agency (HPA) reveals its efforts to finalize the compilation of cancer statistics for the Greater Malé region by the end of this year. With a rising number of cancer cases in the Maldives and no previous compilation of such data, the HPA is now focusing on identifying cancer patients and creating a cancer patient registry. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Public Health Coordinator at HPA, Abdullah Muaz Adam, said that the collection and digitalization of cancer case statistics are underway. In the initial phase, he said that over 1,400 individuals undergoing treatment at Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital, IGMH, and Hulumale Hospital have been included in the registry. He also said the government aims to assess the prevalence of cancer in the Greater Malé region by the year's end. HPA said that the cancer statistics will reveal the most common cancer types in the Maldives and identify risk factors once completed. Efforts are also being made to conduct cancer screenings and awareness campaigns at both island and atoll levels. Hulumale Hospital, the primary government facility for cancer services, has reported the highest number of cancer cases, particularly from Malé City, Addu City, Ha Alif, Ha Dal, Shaviani, and Ra atolls. A cancer patient registry is being established to better understand the cancer situation in the country. Currently, breast, lung, blood, thyroid, and oral cancers are the most prevalent. Major treatments for cancer patients are typically provided abroad, which is costly and burdensome for both patients and the government. The government has pledged to build a comprehensive cancer hospital in the Maldives with state-of-the-art facilities to alleviate this suffering. Work in this project has already commenced. Notably, non-communicable diseases (NCDs) account for 84% of deaths in the Maldives, with 17% attributed to cancer. In a significant development for the Maldives Hjj Corporation, the foundation stone for their new headquarters is laid. The ceremonial event was presided over by Hjj Corporation's Managing Director Mohammad Shakil, alongside other key officials from the corporation. The new building is being constructed on a prime plot of land located directly in front of Amin Avenue in Hulu Malé. Maltech Maldives has been entrusted with the task of bringing this project to fruition. The construction will take place on a 5,000-acre site, with Medtech committed to completing the project within 18 months. During the groundbreaking ceremony, Managing Director Shakil shared important details about the project's financials. Originally valued at $5.6 million, the project's cost was reduced to $5.1 million following negotiations with Medtech. Shakil emphasized that this initiative is a crucial part of the corporation's broader strategy to advance its operations. Noting that the new building marks the first step in the corporation's effort to establish a permanent and efficient Hjj Corporation office, Shakil noted that the President had specifically requested the establishment of the Hjj Corporation. Shakil promised that further details about the project's major developments will be unveiled in the coming days. The planned structure will feature 9 floors, with the Hjj Corporation's office set to relocate to this new building upon its completion. Additionally, some floors of the new building will be available for rent as office space, providing a new revenue stream for the corporation. Established in 2013 by presidential decree, the Maldives Hjj Corporation Limited has previously operated from various rented properties. This new building marks a strategic shift as the corporation ventures into real estate, aiming to bolster its financial standing and operational efficiency. With this new headquarters, the Maldives Hjj Corporation is poised to enhance its services and fulfill its mission more effectively, underscoring a significant step forward in the organization's evolution. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant day ahead. Bye-bye.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله